Hey guys, it's Megan Segura.
And it's Rachel Roberts.
And this is the Daily Dish,
Bravo's official podcast.
News and booze!
News and booze! We're back.
Finally, all three of us.
I know. It's been so long.
I'm here too.
Grace is
We
here.
see you.
Yeah.
I hadn't announced myself yet, and you said all three, so I was...
Oh, right.
I
Who
felt
is
the
the
need.
third? It's Grace.
Well, the fourth are these drinks that we're drinking.
Yes. Molly made us
Who's our
Molly's
other
Mai
producer?
Tais. Yes, who's our other producer, Molly Socha at Molly Socha. Miss Molly Socha on Instagram and Twitter. Made us these amazing Mai Tais, which I don't mean to discount her amazing skills, but it's just 2 kinds of rum, 2 kinds of juice. Who knew it was so simple? It's delicious.
Delicious.
I feel like I'm in paradise.
I posted a photo of us cheersing with the drinks just now, and already I got Feel the Ridhama messaged me, yes, already looking forward to commuting tomorrow.
Yes! Oh my God!
Wait, I never
That makes me
approved this
so happy.
picture.
You guys, I know that we shout out our fans, but like, I don't think they understand the joy that we get.
Yeah,
out of
so much joy.
all of you tweeting and DMing us.
Yeah.
It's
I do have a special message we got from a fan. I'll wait till the end though.
Okay.
So yeah, how do we do this? I've forgotten. How do we?
Right, it's been so
I literally
long.
wrote you a thing.
Yeah. Okay. Grace is going to tell us some news stories, talk about what we missed, and we're going to be talking to Brittany Cartwright about last night's Vanderpump Rules.
And spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Like a Fool,
Don't listen to this interview.
don't listen to this interview because you will be spoiled. And
Yeah.
you will be very upset.
So if you haven't watched it, stop, go back, watch that, then come to us.
Right. I
I
mean,
mean, listen to this interview.
listen to
The rest of
this because we're hilarious and great and charming. But once we get to the interview, you pull those headphones out of your ears.
But pull them out. Just pull them out.
Yank them. I had I realized I didn't get to talk about the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
that
How
I
was
went
the
to.
wedding?
Right. So I went to a wedding. It was in Sussex, which is just like
England.
England, but it's like the most, like, think of an English countryside. Like, that's where I was. It was so beautiful in this like little tiny church. But so I was the master of ceremonies, which my friend did not tell me was then made me the person to corral everyone from place to place, which she said, but I thought would be like in a much more like official capacity. Like I would have like a microphone and be like, and now please make your way down to Champagne Toast at the end of the country road or whatever. But no, it was like, here, they gave me a red umbrella because it might have rained. And they were just like, just tell people to go. And I had to like solve problems. I also had to be the DJ of the night.
What?
Yeah.
Because they had like an iPod that you're like.
Yes, no. So that week I had to make a wedding playlist. And then during the night, because we couldn't trust the shuffle, I had to like manually change every song because there would be a band and then we, for like an hour, they would go off. So then I had to like play every song.
This sounds not as glamorous as the title would have you believe.
Right? Master of Ceremonies. You would think, yeah, no.
really
I mean, I
just
got a
like-
really cute umbrella out of it.
Did you get paid?
Oh, you got to keep the red umbrella.
Yeah, but it's red, but you open it up and it's a heart.
Oh.
I know, it's really cute. But it was a working wedding for sure.
Yeah. Ooh.
But I had a lot of fun.
Good. Did you
I
get
was
drunk still?
Super drunk.
Okay.
The best part was on the way home, we're wasted and we're in a cab. And because it's the countryside, there's just sheep everywhere. And this guy was like flying down these country roads, and you see like a sheep run by and like another sheep, but it was like so dark and the lights are so bright, you would just see like it's like reflective eyes staring at you. It was so weird.
How was Texas, Megan?
It was good. I got time with babies.
You posted a lot of baby pics.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is the fever
No, absolutely not.
the opposite?
No. I mean, they were great, but they're also in all stages of like out of their routine, and babies have to keep a routine or they're not happy. So it was fun, but it was also like, yeah, not for me. Not now.
One of the things on our agenda today is
To
Chloe
have a
Carter-
baby.
Well, yes.
Right now.
The three of us are going to adopt a baby.
Oh, wait,
New show.
actually, proof I'm not ready, I went and got an IUD put in Friday.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. And
Is it copper?
copper.
Because that's the one I've been thinking of.
Yes. I've tried the one that has hormones in it. Did not agree with me. So, yeah, I got a copper one. I have to say, though, is the most painful experience
That's
of my
what
life.
everyone says.
I made Aaron take off work and go with me and just hold my hand.
Oh.
Is it painful for? It's just for the moment that they're putting it in, though. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like dilating your cervix.
Ah.
Okay, but can I tell you this? So, of course, you're putting in an IUD. They need to make sure you're not pregnant. So they made me do the little pee test. And
Brittany's aware of it.
yes. And Aaron, the whole day before, was like, wouldn't this just be our luck? We're going to get an IUD and you're pregnant. I'm like, I'm not pregnant. He was like, but like, what if? And so we go to this, the doctor's office is really nice, but it's all cute couples, like with a really expectant mom. So I take the test, I come back to the lobby where Aaron is, and the nurse is like, Megan, can I see you for a minute alone? And Aaron like gave me a look.
Like I told you.
And then she just went and took my blood pressure. Then the doctor put my uterus on the, like it was an ultrasound.
Okay. I was like, what?
And Aaron was freaking out because he thought the whole time they were going to
He's
be
like,
like,
"Get you." And
yeah,
there's
yeah,
the
yeah. Needless to say, I'm not. And it will not be for the next 10 years.
Amazing. Science.
Science is
Yeah.
amazing.
It really is.
I have been watching I'm gonna say 4 to 5 episodes of Grey's Anatomy a day for the past week and a half.
And yet, Sex in the City has still not been viewed.
Grey's Anatomy is just it's like home for me.
Because if you had watched Sex in the
Oh.
City, you would immediately think about when Megan said, "Can I see you for a minute privately?" When Samantha heard that.
Yes. And she passed out.
Right.
What?
But unfortunately for you, you didn't have that little memory in your brain.
No,
Can I tell you my favorite Grey's Anatomy moment?
please.
When she's like, 007 is George. 007 is George.
Your favorite?
Oh, because it's so like I will if I need to cry, I just look up that scene on YouTube because then it's also Izzy dying and then they meet at what is possibly the doors of heaven and one of
I
them's gonna
stopped
die.
watching when she drowned.
Izzy?
No,
Meredith.
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 Yeah, I
That
think
was
I had
season
stopped long before
2.
that.
I was like, and I'm done. The best episode was when Christina Ricci had a bomb.
The bomb and
yeah, that was really great.
Yeah.
That was back when you could only watch an episode the next day on abc.com.
Go.abc.
Yeah, and we would all sit in each other's dorm rooms and watch it together. Yep.
So fun. Well, needless
Those were
to
the
say,
days.
if you want to talk yourself out of ever having a baby, Grey's Anatomy season 12 and 13, it's just boom, 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 all the terrible things that can happen.
Ooh. Maybe we'll get back into it. Please include a link to that YouTube video in the description.
I will. Well, should we talk? It wasn't going to be first on my list, but I'm sure today is Monday, and we just learned that Khloe Kardashian's daughter's name is True.
True Thompson.
And I wanted to get both of your
Oh.
thoughts on that.
I like it.
I do too. I like alliteration. Obviously, my name is Rachel Roberts.
But
Oh.
Oh no.
Eric J. Mack tagged us in a tweet that says,
Heavy sighing.
Khloe Kardashian has named her baby the opposite of what Tristan Thompson has been to her.
Ooh.
So we still don't know what the status of their relationship is because no one has said anything.
She did tweet, right? But mommy and daddy love you or something?
Right, but that doesn't say mommy and daddy
Right.
love each other.
Right, but she didn't have to mention daddy at all. She could just say, mommy loves you. Yeah, I don't hate it, actually. True Thompson?
Yeah.
I wish she would have gone really badass, though, and was like, because of what you did to me, the name will be True Kardashian.
Yeah.
Ooh. Do you remember the show True Calling
Nope.
with
What's her name?
I'm looking it up. Eliza Dushku.
Yeah.
I don't know who these people in words are.
She was Faith on Buffy.
Doesn't help me. I stopped
Recently
watching Buffy
came
after, like,
out with a
season
Me
3.
Too story.
Oh. She was also in Joss Whedon's Dollhouse. Short-lived. Bring it on. Bring it on. Excellent work, Molly.
I'm going to look her up. What's her name? Eliza Doolittle?
Douche-coup. Anyway, that was my first thought when naming someone True. But it puts, as someone named Grace, being named after a virtue puts a certain amount of pressure on a girl.
Yeah, because you are.
I just want you guys to know how I
Not.
spell douche-coup is not how you spell douche-coup. Just.
So is Chloe in Cleveland right now?
That is what we are to be believed.
Is he a cavalier?
He
Yeah.
is.
Oh, I know nothing. We have to remember, I'm still learning the
You're still keeping
Kardashian-
up,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm still keeping up.
The only thing I can think of is that after the whole scandal broke, maybe they airlifted her out of there and back to Calabasas.
Just a helicopter from Cleveland to Calabasas.
But congrats, Chloe, with a K.
Yes.
That's exactly what Kylie Jenner posted.
Really? I knew me and Kylie were the same.
Well, Bravo gave birth, sort of, this week.
Great transition, Grace.
Thank you. We released what we call around here our green light announcement.
Right. It's all the shows that have been green lit, either new seasons or coming back.
So there were 13 new seasons were announced.
Should
Yes.
we list them off?
So here's the list of returning series, which we'll start out with. Do you want me to just run down the list?
Sure.
Yes.
Vanderpump Rules.
Woo!
Married to Medicine.
Woo!
$1 Million Listing Los Angeles.
Woo!
Don't Be Tardy.
Woo!
Flipping Out.
Woo.
Shaws of
So
Sunset.
now we have to. There's 13. We can't woo for every.
Yeah, but just know we're wooing for all of them.
Yeah.
All right, and then the unwooed, but implicitly wooed. Southern Charm Savannah, $1 Million Listing New York, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of Orange County, Real Housewives of New Jersey, Real Housewives of Dallas.
What are you most excited about coming back?
All of them.
I know.
I mean, I guess like for me, none of them are really a surprise.
Yeah, I guess
I
we
guess
knew.
flipping out because I never know when Jeff's going to be like, you know what? I've been doing this show a long time.
Right.
So I'm happy that's coming back again.
But there were also some new series announced. First up, only a working title, but Tom and Carson Project.
I'm so excited about this.
What is it?
It's two of the Queer Eye guys.
No, I know, but what is it?
In this new series, Tom takes Carson under his wing to teach him interior design by channeling Carson's impeccable sense of fashion. The formidable duo will create breathtaking and affordable home redesigns for their lucky clients using expert skills mixed with their signature endearing charm fans fell in love with during Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Yes. I love Carson Kressley. He's on Drag Race a lot, and I enjoy him quite a lot.
Also on Real Housewives of New York a couple seasons ago.
What did he do in New York?
Maybe also last season. He's always like with Luann doing
he's just like
charity
around.
related
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I'm glad to see, the original Fab Five getting their shine.
Well, you know what I learned on Bravo's social media this week? The spray, delay, walk away is from the original Fab Five.
I did not know they had originated it.
I didn't know that either. I think they should have made a more clear connection to that on the new season. Shout out to original. And I kind of love that they did that. It made me appreciate the new one even more.
Amazing.
But yeah, I'm super excited about that.
Next up, and Rachel, I'm curious for your perspective. Married to Medicine LA.
Excited.
Excited.
Sorry, I was drinking as Grace came to me. No, totally. I mean, I love Married to Medicine so much. I'm interested to see more like powerful boss ladies doing the thing, you know?
I wonder in the same way that the original Married to Medicine overlaps with Real Housewives of Atlanta sometimes, if we're going to see some crossover with Bev Hills or OC.
Oh my God, I really hope so. I hope they're like plastic surgeons and like other things. So we get to see people going and getting Botox.
Right.
Crossover.
And yeah, and then there are like 10 other shows, so we will link to their descriptions down below. But like, it's a very exciting year for Bravo.
Yes.
But back to one of our OG shows, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Reunion Part 2
Yeah.
aired this weekend. We're going to talk about it on Thursday. But did you get a chance to see some of the explosion on social media last night of activity between Miss Kim Zolciak Biermann and Miss Nene Leakes?
What did they say, Grace?
So it all starts with what they said to each other on the reunion.
What was the issue with Kim at that time?
You know, I saw Kim before I had the event at my house. And she
When you
put
saw her at the mall?
At the mall. And she
Okay.
had her head up in the air and, you know, acting like she couldn't speak. And then she gonna leave the parking lot and come back and video my car and talk bullshit. She walked into my house knowing that I saw her ass and said, didn't I see you when you parked in a handicapped spot? But did you see me, bitch, or did you not see me? She is a
good. Tell me what I lie
liar.
about.
She walked right into
Shoot,
my house
shoot.
acting like, didn't I see you or didn't I see you?
Who
Didn't
gives
I
a
see- Who gives a f? That
You're
way
that
what the
bad
f
out of
you
shape
come to
because
my
I didn't
house
say
for?
hi because you
I
think
don't
I
give
saw
a
it.
Let me
about
ask
you
you
say
this.
Outta here.
Let me
What
ask
I
you
care about, bitch, is the shit you did.
And then Kim posted on Instagram, like, during the episode, I'm so sorry for what has happened. I have reacted to it publicly, and for that I am sorry. I should have risen above it. I personally will no longer engage with you on social media and perpetuate the hate, and I am asking you to do the same. We are grown women with families. Enough is enough.
Whoa.
I did not anticipate that to be what you were going to read.
Yeah?
I did not
mean-
think she would say, let's get above this at
yeah.
all.
That just surprises me.
Well, then she ends on, I want us to move on. If you continue this, it will be because you are attempting to stay on the show and stay relevant, and that's on you.
Okay, so that's where, she was so close to seeming like she was ready to move forward.
Oh my God, but it's so good, right? It's like, I don't care. I mean, I'm above it. I just want peace. But if you want to keep doing that, then you can keep showing your ass and looking like an asshole. Like, it's so amazing.
And then Nene responded, or shared around the same time. I really want to keep it 100, but sometimes you just have to keep it about 75, which is like
Yes,
my
Nene.
favorite. I wish I could speak so much more freely, but it's best not to. Sometimes you just have to let people see things for themselves, which is what happened here. Kim loves to push buttons, lie, talk insult, and then become a victim when she's called out on her Most people would love for me to be the bully, but the only bully here is Kim and her plastic surgeon.
Ooh. They both ended on like a super great note. I just
They
wanna
really,
say.
they started out, it's like,
I'm just trying to keep it 100. It's fine. And then your plastic surgeon.
it's like in politics where you're like, I'm not going to talk about how my opponent hasn't paid their taxes in 10 years.
Right.
Yes.
I would never say that you have an ugly, huge nose, okay? I
never
wouldn't.
say that.
I would never be that person.
What else?
That's it for social media, but there is a preview of part 3 of the reunion.
Are you the parking meter?
I don't know.
I park wherever I want to.
Well,
you
you
are
shouldn't
not
be
the
taking a
parking meter
handicapped
lady.
space from a
You
handicapped
ain't the parking.
person.
Is you handicapped all them diseases you
I
done
don't have
had?
handicap
Where is your scooter?
diseases,
Because you
mother-
should handicap spot. You done
Really?
had everything that happened.
Yeah.
Where is your scooter? Where is your scooter? Where is it?
Like, are you okay?
Where is it, bitch?
Relax.
Where is it?
Relax.
No, you relax.
You get loud. You
relax.
get loud. You're
'Cause
big
all
and you get
do-
loud.
Oh, no.
That's
Ain't nothing
it.
over here big, bitch. Them big ass floaters what you got sitting up on your chest. That's what's
Yeah,
big,
thank God I didn't
bitch.
go to your
Okay?
doctor.
Whoever you went to, they pulled you just a little too tight, okay? And your floaters ain't working for you, bitch.
Where is your scooter?
But then she just kept getting, actually angry. No, where is your scooter?
Are we going to get shirts with that? Is
Yes.
Where
That's all I
is-
want. Where is your... I mean, nobody... Kim is a formidable opponent, but I just feel like nobody comes up with stuff like Nene Leakes.
Your floaters.
Your floaters. I mean, Kim's good too, though. They're both shade queens.
Well, now we know it's coming back for another season.
I know.
But will Kim be back?
That is the question, right?
Andy had something to say about that on Sirius this week.
What did he say?
It was actually on E! News. He was asked if he thought Kim would return, and he said, I think she's done. She walked out of the season 10 reunion, and I was like, okay, I've seen the last of that wig at these reunions.
Yikes.
But that's about it for the week.
No, Eva had her baby.
Oh!
Well, we saw her, I was going to say tremoring, but that's not the right word.
Contracting.
Contracting. I was thinking like an earthquake. I don't know why. At the reunion, she was 10 minutes apart.
So yes, Ava had her baby, Michael Todd Sterling Jr.
Wait, Read it again.
Michael Todd Sterling Jr.
Nice, Sterling.
We like the name.
Okay, great name, great name. He was born on Friday, 7 pounds, 3 ounces. Sounds totally healthy. Ava posted on Instagram, all praises be to God.
Oh.
Congrats, Eva.
So that's like a long time after the reunion taping, though.
Right, so
Maybe it was
Briston-
Braxton Hicks.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. I said Briston Hicks.
you have been watching enough Grey's Anatomy.
Obviously not. Season 7, you said? Okay, but let's get, I was going to say the meat and potatoes again. Okay, but let's get into this interview with Brittany, where I talked to her about, again, spoiler alert, Jax breaking up with her and what happened after. Well, we are here with Brittany Cartwright.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So we're at the end of the season. This is your 3rd season now?
Yeah,
Oh
third
my
season.
gosh.
Crazy.
Yeah, looking back, what is that like?
It's just flown by.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've lived in LA for almost 3 years. Me and Jax have been dating for 3 years in May, so that's crazy too.
That is crazy.
I mean, of course, we had our troubles this summer, and we did break up for a while, but still, 3 years, it's gone by so fast.
You know, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. Like at the end of the season, we see you guys break up, but you're back together now.
Yeah.
What happened in between that?
We just took some time apart. Like, I didn't really take time for myself after everything that happened over the summer, like after he cheated and everything. I really didn't have time to just get away from him. You know, I was so confused. I had so many feelings that I still wanted to be around him at that time. And then after he made me so mad at the end of the season, I just was completely over it. And so we just took about 3 months, like off and on, and really off for about a little over a month. And then he just kept calling and kept texting and just didn't give up. And he found his way back to my heart. He's my lobster, like Phoebe says on Friends.
So he just kept trying.
Yeah, he just didn't give up. And I was really trying there for a while because I just felt very betrayed after everything, of course, this summer that happened. But I don't know. I just love him, and he found his way back in.
Right. So did he actually move out, or were you guys kind of like in and out?
We were in and out. Like right after we wrapped the season finale, he took off to Florida. He was in Florida for a week. Before that, I was in a hotel for a week. And then as soon as he came home, I went to Kentucky. Like, it was kind of like that. Like, we weren't at the house at the same time. We were just taking turns with the dogs. And I did a lot of traveling with Sheena.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to, like, Atlanta and San Francisco and Vegas. And she came home to Kentucky with me. So just trying to have me time, you know?
Right. What was your family's reaction?
You know, they're just upset with the whole thing. But Jax luckily has came home a couple times since then, and he's talked to my family. He's apologized. He's made up for it. There's a lot that's happened between me and Jax, you know, with his dad and with everything else that he's had to go through and that we've had to go through. And honestly, it's made us so much stronger. Watching it, obviously, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's devastating. We should have broken up. We should have done what we did after the season the whole time. But we didn't, you know. It was just a confusing time. So we just needed that time for ourselves, and now we're better than ever.
Do you regret not taking a break right after the cheating came out?
I do now because of how he embarrassed me so bad. But I don't know. I just wasn't in that headspace. It's hard to explain because I was going through so many emotions.
Did anything happen with Adam in the interim? Because Sheena was really trying for that.
Adam is adorable. He's such a nice person. But no, we never even kissed.
Okay, I'm sure Jax is happy to know that.
Yeah, he is. He is.
So were you ever really like single, or was it more just like?
Oh no, I was single.
Okay.
Yeah, I was flirting with people. I was willing to go on dates or do anything like that. It just never found anybody that I really wanted to. Like, I don't know. Jax is just who I still wanted to be with. I was trying though.
Right.
You know, I was trying. I was all about that life. It just didn't work out for me.
Right. But it seemed to work out better.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm so much happier now. Okay. And all of our friends are back to being friends. Like, another hard part about it is, like, Kristen's one of my very best friends, and then my boyfriend, they were hating each other. That is so hard. And it puts like a rift in the group because, you know, all my friends are always with Kristen, and then it was like they didn't want to hang out. Jax didn't want them to come over. It was so annoying. The most annoying thing ever. And so they're better now, and I don't know. It's just everything's better.
Oh, good. So everyone's kind of getting along now.
Yeah. But I'm glad that we're back together now. It's just so much better. And I can't wait for next season, if there is a next season, that hopefully the whole world can see what I see.
How has your relationship changed? Are there new terms at all? Or you speak to each other differently? Are there different rules? Or
I mean, we just try to go on more dates, like have a lot of more just him and I, you know. We went to like baking cakes the other day and just decorated cakes. Just do fun stuff that's not only drinking and going to bars and doing stuff like that. So we're really trying to dial that in, not drinking as much, because that causes so many fights in every relationship, not just ours. So that's better. We're just trying to spend so much time together. We're going and seeing our families, and he just is. It's so different. He's so much more calm. He's not angry. I don't know. I just wish that everybody could see it. And I think that next year they will be able to. He's just doing so good. He's not fighting with me. He's not talking to me like he was. If I have an attitude, he's not trying to fight with me. Like, he's not fighting me back. And that's a big difference in Jax.
Well, I'm glad, because I do think that, like, watching the season, you saw, I think, a defensiveness almost.
Yeah, it's like anything I ever said, he would attack, you know? And I think that's just because maybe he felt so guilty, or maybe he just really was so ashamed of himself, like he was saying. I don't know, but he just was deflecting on every single situation that I ever tried to bring up, and that was hard to go through because I felt like I could never talk about what happened either.
I wanted to talk a little bit about this Reiki.
Oh my gosh. When I watched that back, I was like dying laughing. Because whenever I didn't see it before, everybody started tweeting me about like the Reiki thing, and I was like, golly, like this must be really horrible. And it is very awkward, and it is like very weird, but it wasn't as flirty on his part, I didn't think, as everybody was making it seem to me. You know what I mean? Like whenever you just read tweets and don't actually watch it yet, I was like, oh my gosh, like what did he do to this Reiki lady?
Are they like making out?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And of course I didn't know what was going on. I don't get to see it like everybody does, you know. We're just living it in real time, but I don't know. I think that she might have been a little bit flirty. You know, she had a little bit of googly eyes, and at times he was saying some things to me, or being like, what did he say? Like, I love seeing her. The days I see her makes me feel so much better.
The highlight of my week.
Yeah, and I was like, what the crap is that? So yeah, it just, all of that seems like so ridiculous, but he just was meaning that it was helping him, and he enjoyed talking about it, and I think he just liked that release of being able to express himself, you know? So whatever, as long as it helped him in the end, nothing came from that. It's not like anything happened with that. I think he just needed that time. So
is he still doing Reiki with? No. Okay.
No, probably won't ever again. Actually,
right.
I know he won't again. And like I said, like, she might be, I've never met her myself. She might be the nicest person ever, you know. I don't know. She cussed a lot. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of an awkward therapy type situation.
Right. Do you call him Jason now?
I call him Jason. I've always called him Jason around his family, but he introduced himself as Jax. Everybody that is in LA calls him Jax. He goes by Jax. So I think that was just him trying to get down, you know, him trying to let her know who he is and stuff.
Right, like kind of take the walls down.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I remember you saying when we talked to you in the fall, the producers were like, maybe don't watch yet.
Yeah.
When did you start watching?
Well, it was after my mom and my sister came.
Okay.
So I started watching a couple episodes here and there, of course. And for the reunion, all of us were trying to kind of binge watch and freshen our brains to everything.
Totally.
Because it's been a while, and it was so much that happened. So.
Right. Well, yeah, considering you're in such a good place with Jax now, like, what is it like watching that breakup scene?
Oh, it's hard watching any of it. You know, any of the fighting, anything like that. But I don't know. I was just glad that he admitted that he realized he was wrong right away. You know, he was like, I realized that I shouldn't have done that. And I don't know. He really fought for me after that. So I'm just trying to, whenever I watch the show, my main thing is, Brittany, focus on where you are now. You know, this is in the past. I have to remember that I can't go back and change anything that's happened. I just have to move forward.
Absolutely. I feel like Lisa was definitely hard on Jax this season. And in a recent episode, she was talking to you about, like, but is this what you really want? Have you had more conversations with her about your relationship at all? Did she give you any advice?
Lisa's always given advice, and I will always take her advice. She was a little, I mean, I wouldn't say she was too hard on Jax because he had done a lot of things, and he was spewing out of control at a couple of her parties. So I think that she was just very upset with the guys this summer for, like, Schwartz. She was upset with him, too. Like, she just doesn't get it, just like the rest of us. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, hello. But, yeah, Lisa, she's, I don't know. She's just great. I don't know what else to say. She's always giving advice, and I will always take her advice, but she's always supportive as well. It's not like if she doesn't want me to be with Jax, that she wouldn't support me if I chose, since I chose to be with him.
And they have such a history.
Oh, yeah. She really does love him.
For sure.
She loves him deep down.
So you guys are back together. What is the future for Jax and Brittany? What is, like, the 5-year plan?
Well, he definitely wants to get married and have kids.
Really?
And I do too. Like, now that we're better, I like, for sure think that we will get married. I do. He talks about it all the time. He's like showing me that castle that I wanted to get married. I talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
Jax and I were actually on our way there when we found out about his father passing.
Oh.
We were going to have dinner there with my mom and Mamaw.
Oh, my heart just sank.
I know. It's heartbreaking. But Jax still, even after that, he shows everybody the castle, and he's like, look, this is where we're going to get married. Like, he'll bring it out and, like, show the Instagram account to people and everything. Like, he hardcore is on the marriage train.
Oh, my God. Yeah, because we saw that there were all these engagement rumors because your ring was on your finger.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. I don't even realize how big a little thing could go in, in the media, because I had 2 rings. They weren't diamonds. They were, just stones, and I had them on both ring fingers. Those are the only ones that they can fit. I had it on both sides, and in the picture, not even, wasn't even thinking about it. And they asked me, "Are you engaged?" And I was like, "No." I said something about it. I was like, "No, I just have." These are they're just rings. It's just for rings. I didn't realize it would be such a big deal.
Right. That one finger is very dangerous.
I know. I've worn rings on that finger many of times, but I just didn't even think about it like that.
So you guys had a pregnancy scare in Vegas.
I hate talking about this.
Why do you hate talking about it?
Well, I think it's funny, like the joke I played. Mm-hmm. But it's just awkward talking.
I'm sure.
This is embarrassing.
Do you want to have kids?
Oh, yes.
How many? What's the plan?
Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to have 3 kids.
All right.
I've just been one of those people who planned their wedding when they were 10, who's, whenever I was little, I had crazy names like Brooklyn Star and stuff like that.
I love it.
Literally in my baby book, I had like boys' names and girls' names.
Oh, what are the tops? We have Brooklyn Star.
No, that was like a Brooklyn Star, like it was a name.
Oh, like one
sounds
name?
like a stripper.
Oh my God, please name your child Brooklyn Star.
No, that's like just one that I remember. I just had so many like silly things that I used to do like that. I've just been that person. I've just always had that motherly instinct about me.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I can't wait for that to happen. I don't want it to happen yet.
Okay.
I want Jackson and I to continue to grow and continue to get better. And if we do continue to get better, then I think that he would be a great father.
Oh, I think that's so true.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone kind of is like, actually, Jax would kind of be an amazing dad.
Oh, he would. And I know, like, you can't compare dogs to kids, but he loves our dogs, and it's, like, the cutest thing ever. So I'm like, I can't even imagine if you had a kid.
Aw.
I think he would be adorable.
Would there be a Jax Jr.?
No. No.
Would you stay in LA when you have kids, or do you think you would move to like a Tampa or?
Yeah, no, I definitely don't want to stay in LA if I have kids. I grew up on that farm, you know. I grew up being able to ride my bike and play outside for hours and climb trees and play in the creek and do all that stuff. Like, that was the best childhood for me. And whenever I have kids, I don't want them to not be able to ride their bike down the street and me be worried that something's going to happen to them. You know, like, it's just so many people, you know.
Right.
And I know people do it all the time, but I just feel like I would rather be close to my family as well. You know, I just want to be in a safer, more country-ish area.
Yeah, totally. And how does Jax feel about that?
He agrees. He doesn't even, he's lived in LA, I think, for 15 years almost. So
Wow.
I love living there for now. I don't want to move or anything anytime soon. Just if I do have a family and everything, I would like to settle down either in Kentucky or in Florida, somewhere closer to home.
Right, near both of your guys'
Yeah.
fam.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Who do you think is like next besides you and Jax on the marriage train?
Oh, man. I mean, I would say Ariana and Tom, but I don't think Ariana wants to get married.
Right.
But, you know, they are a really good couple. I don't know. If Kristen and Carter, maybe.
Yeah, I was wondering because
Yeah.
like we don't see a lot of Carter.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that Kristen right now, she's just enjoying having a boyfriend and 2 dogs at home for now. But we'll see. Yeah. I don't know. That's a toss-up.
Yeah.
James acts like that it would be him, but I don't know.
Really? Like how?
Like, he legit said that to me.
Like he's next to get married?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, I mean, if he wants to, then go ahead. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to watch what happens with that.
Yeah.
Do you think that he has some like unspoken feelings for her?
Duh. I think so, 100%. I said it to Lala while we were packing before we even went to Big Bear and before all that even happened.
Right.
So I've always thought that, just because every little thing he takes out on her times 10. You know, something that most people wouldn't, like the pasta thing.
Right.
That was really about pasta. And that's why people can't believe it, because they're like, that has to be code for something else. No, James was really mad that Lala ate a bite of Raquel's pasta. And that is a real thing. Right. But he got so mad at her because I think, he won't admit this, because there's feelings there.
Right.
Because
Right.
why would you get that mad over pasta? And jealousy, too, about maybe her being in that relationship or something.
Right. So it's been a tough season. If there's a season 7, you've already kind of talked about, hopefully there will be, you're coming back.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I will be there.
Yay.
I will be there. Brittany's not leaving.
Okay, good.
With or without Jax, too. Still sticking around.
Good. I feel like you've been someone that everyone is just constantly like, Brittany is the best. Like, do you feel pressure to be on everybody's side when there are fights, or is it just like come naturally?
Sometimes it can get hard, you know, like whenever Sheena and Katie got into it really bad. That gets really hard because Katie lives down the hall from me, and Sheena's one of my best friends too. Like, that kind of sucks. But I don't know. I feel like I do stick up for my friends, but I just do it in a nice way. And another thing about me, I feel like I don't take a lot of the little things so seriously that they do sometimes. And maybe that's because they've all been friends and have so much more history than me. I don't know. That's just something that I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
It seems like they can't get over certain things from the past. Because I don't think that the Sheena, Katie, Stassi, Kristen friendship will ever happen again.
Right.
So.
Yeah, no, I think you're completely right.
Yeah.
There's just so much history.
Yeah.
What are you up to the next few months before potentially season 7 of the summer?
All right. Well, actually, Jax's sister Jenny is getting married, and I'm a bridesmaid.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's so exciting.
So we're getting ready to go to Michigan, and then I'm going to Charleston for the bachelorette party. So
Oh my God, fun.
I think like Shep is like hooking us up with a bunch
I was
of-
going to say, do you know any of the Charleston
Yeah.
Southern Charmers? Yeah.
Yeah, and I met how do you say it? Naomi?
Naomi.
Okay, yes. I met her. She's really, really sweet. So I got her number, and I was like, I'm going to hit her up whenever I'm there. So that'll be fun. And then the wedding's in May. And then, you know, just gonna go visit my family. I'm still working at SUR, you know, still doing all that stuff. And then, just, I don't know, just going to try to travel and stuff before we probably start filming again.
Yeah.
My family's coming to visit. You know, my niece is coming to LA for the first time. She'll be like 8 months old when she comes.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so-
the baby that Jax.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, so
Helps
she's-
raise the money, yeah.
Yeah, she's coming to LA in May. So my mom, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my niece are all coming and staying with us at the same time. So I think it'll be a blast, but Jax is probably going to freak out.
I'm sure Jax will be like, oh my God, what did we agree to?
And yeah, so I'll be going home, just spending some time seeing the family and everything. That's the most important thing while we're not filming for me.
For sure. It sounds like you're really close with Jax's family if you're in his sister's wedding.
Oh, yeah. I love his sister. She's awesome.
Oh, that's amazing. It's always good when you get along with the family.
Oh, yeah. Like, his sister is such a cool, like, easy, calm, laid-back person. So different from Jax. Like, they are so opposite from each other, but she is so funny, and I love her, and I'm so glad that she's always been on my side. Like, she will tell him how it is, and, you know, she doesn't like the stuff that he's done, and she will let him know that.
Yeah, so did you, like, lean on her at all during this time, or did she find out later?
Yeah, because we were actually supposed to, we take off on 4th of July weekend. Like, we don't film that. So we were going to go to Michigan, but I had just found out, like, what happened. And she was texting, like, asking, like, what's going to happen for 4th of July. And I was so angry that I was like, nothing, your brother cheated on me. Like, in a group chat with him in it. Because I was so mad. And then she called me and she was like crying and like so upset. And she was like, please don't break up with me too. And I was like, I'm not. Yeah, so she's a sweetheart.
Oh, good. Well, congratulations on this season, and I'm so glad you're
Thanks.
happy and back together. And
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to this castle wedding.
Yeah. Me too. It's been my dream since I was 10.
Oh, my God. But yeah,
I know I sound crazy, but I'm really not.
No, if there's a castle near me, I'd want to get married too. Are you kidding? That's amazing.
Oh, so funny.
But thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Brittany, for coming in. It was so nice to talk to you about your future wedding venue and looking at the website. It was so surreal.
All right, that's it. Links to everything we talked about will be in the description, including a link to that really sad Grey's Anatomy clip, in case you want to cry.
In case you need a good cry today.
Yeah. But I want to end going back to this one fan shout out I mentioned at the beginning. I am Hanny, sent a DM. It's really long, but basically I'll sum it up to say that she went to AC2.
Oh my God, she sent me that too.
Yeah, I think we're on her group. Okay. So she went to AC2 in Chicago. She asked a question, and it was, which housewife product do you think is complete crap? Andy and Anderson started laughing, and basically Andy started to talk she says, I am still geeking out, and I don't have that many Bravo obsessed friends, and you guys were one of the first people I thought to tell because you would get it. So sweet.
So sweet. I'm so glad you told us. I was so stoked for you when I read that.
know. So exciting.
There's not. I wrote her back and was like, making Andy laugh is one of like the best things ever.
Yes.
Like, I felt a lot of pressure to do that when we were on Watch What Happens Live.
Right.
But yeah, that's so exciting.
If any of you want to tell us about your Bravo run-ins, you can find me at Meg Segura on Twitter and Instagram.
And me on Instagram at Suspiciously Small, and me on Twitter at Rachie Rob.
And always tag things, Bravo Daily Dish.
Yeah, hashtag Bravo Daily Dish, at me and Megan, at Grace. We want to know all of your thoughts and all the things we can't miss. We only have 2 eyes. Sometimes we miss stuff.
And
or 6.
And come back on Thursday. We'll be breaking down the Atlanta reunion part 2. And we have Luann de Lesseps talking about this season and what it's like to come back post-Tom.
Oh. How is she? How was she?
She's good. Looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, sober living looks real good.
All right, these Mai Tais are the last drinks
We'll ever have.
we'll ever have.
Oh.
If we want to look like Luann,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm sure. It's like J-Lo,
Yeah.
she doesn't drink.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. And,
And
she
she
still
doesn't
looks
drink caffeine
25.
either.
Yeah.
And she sleeps on her back.
With the boys at the table getting tipsy, miss me, kiss me one more time.
Okay. And we're recording. All right. Sorry the podcast's starting late, everybody. Megan and Rachel have to do their Instagrams.
Oh. Sass, I hear. We're back one day. I think all of that was great banter.
Yeah.
So we're good. We're done for the day?
Mm-hmm.
No? Okay.
Start again, please.
Wake up. What? Makeup. You wanted to.
What?
Every time I hear wake up, it's like, wake up. The makeup. You wanted to. You know that song?
Yeah. Chop suey.
Yeah. Thank you. Maybe you're too young for this great number of musical